Link data to UI elements in Rive without any code, talk to Photoshop using AI, and use ByteDance's OmniHuman to create realistic lip sync from a single image. It's Motion Mondays. Let's bless some rains.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
Rive just dropped a killer new tool called data binding that's making UI designers' lives way easier. So what it does is it links data to UI properties. Think of a video game where a player's health data drives UI elements like health bars, character animations, or color changes. So when a character gets hit and their health lowers, that single data change automatically triggers the health bar to shrink or the character to react with an animation. And maybe the UI flashes red. So it's kind of similar to set driver, set driven in Cinema 4D, or linking expressions in After Effects, where one value controls aspects of other objects like position, scale, rotation, color, or animation states. So this makes creating interactive games and apps way more accessible without needing to write a single line of code. Just another example of how Rive is constantly making UI UX development more artist-friendly by removing all that tedious code stuff. Raphael Rao, aka Silverwing, is the go-to guy whenever Octane drops an update. And he just released a comprehensive series of videos covering all the new features in Octane version 2025.1 for both Cinema 4D and Blender. And some of the big features include decal support, which lets you apply stickers to objects super easily with control over the size and the placement. And then there's also a feature called rest attributes that allows textures to seamlessly stick to objects even when they're deforming, fixing that annoying issues where textures would kind of slide around. The update also brings realistic spectral lens effects for more authentic camera looks and Vectron displacement that works with all the other Vectron tools for some pretty cool results. Raphael created standalone deep dive videos for anyone wanting to explore specific features in depth. So if you're curious about how the decal system works or any other type of features, check out his YouTube, the link's in the description. All right, time to show off some awesome work we found from around the industry. So first up is this beautiful piece from Tendril for IBM. They are simply the goats of moody lighting, slick camera work, and smooth animation. So the task they had to do was visualize data, which they accomplished using this pulsing sand, dramatic lighting, and well-executed match cuts. The piece cleverly uses PC parts and they crop into them to create these really beautiful abstract compositions with reflections guiding your eye throughout. It's really a masterclass in composition, and I reference their work so many times in my 3D courses here at School of Motion. Next is a piece from Sehsucht, a German design studio, for ZDF, a German television network. Makes sense. Following their winter-themed animation they made previously, this springy kind of version starts with a wool knit sweater unraveling and transitions into a really cool blooming floral scene. It features some super cozy, handcrafted looking knitted textures and stop motion animation that really enhances the realistic handmade feel. The detail's incredible. I kept finding new things every viewing, including literal Easter eggs that are hidden throughout. Seriously, wunderbar work from Sehsucht. Next up, we've got a sequel to one of the most creative animations from last year, in my opinion, an anime character that was absolutely destroying Blender's UI. It kind of broke the internet at the time and the fourth wall. And the creator, Kensuin Y, returned with a new animation showing the same character, but this time picking a fight with another anime character, all within the Blender viewport. The animation is super detailed, expressive, with smooth movements, and really awesome anime shading. And what's really cool is the artist has been sharing some great behind the scenes posts, even up until he posted this final video, kind of showing how he developed everything, including how he developed the anime style eyes using a little shader setup. Now I hope we won't have to wait too long to see how this story unfolds. Does the default cube come in to save the day? Who knows? And finally, we have a new motion design reel from the studio Heist. Now this is notable because several ex-Mill artists recently joined their team, and this is awesome to see that Mill folks are landing on their feet, and the reel they produced is absolutely incredible. with a high energy music track backing this fast paced edit, showcases an impressive variety of work from colorful stylized 2D animations to slick simulations and realistic product renderings. And take note, it's only a minute long, all killer, no filler, exactly how a demo reel should be. Next up, Premiere Gal's latest video demonstrates just how easy it is to create a couple quick product animations using Adobe Firefly tools like Image to Video Beta and Premiere's AI-powered generative extend and the audio remix tool. So what she does is she starts out with just a simple image of a bag of coffee, and then she uses Adobe Firefly Image to Video to generate coffee beans falling into frame. Then she imports that video to Premiere and then uses generative extend when the clip needs to be longer, and then uses the audio remix tool to have the audio track fit the video length perfectly. Now, I think this is actually a really great example of how Adobe Firefly tools can empower editors and designers to help them create decent looking motion graphics in just a few clicks. Now, what I found interesting about this video is the comments section, which is usually the Mos Eisley of the internet.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
The comments there seem to be overwhelmingly positive, which feels very different from typical AI video responses. And so I'm curious, do editors just not mind these AI additions to Adobe suites as much as designers do? I'm interested to find out, like, do you find this kind of workflow empowering, or is it just one step further into the worst timeline? Let me know in the comments below. And let's keep it civil, talking to you, AI hater 70555. Now, speaking of AI, ByteDance just released a fascinating lip sync tool called OmniHuman that generates realistic human videos from a single image. Now, what is really standing out is the natural expressions. They're actually genuinely expressive, which is pretty rare for an AI video where typically the emotions feel flat. The lip syncing is actually impressively accurate, matching kind of almost perfectly to the singing. And I personally, as an educator, I'm excited about the applications for this type of lip syncing. Imagine you could create a video tutorial and do it in multiple languages with realistic lip movements matching each language. This could really make education accessible worldwide, allowing for anyone to teach in any language. Or you could just make yourself look really good doing karaoke.
Gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
Now for some School of Motion news, and we really don't have too much going on except for, the biggest change we've ever made. If you haven't heard, Joey just released a video about it. We are launching all access next week where students can get every single course we've ever made for one insanely low price. It is a complete, dare I say,
game changer
for how you can actually learn with us. I'm super excited about it, and you can check out our blog post and Joey's full video over at our website to learn more about how this massive update to how School of Motion works will affect you and help you learn better in the future. The link will be in the description, so definitely take a look if you're interested in leveling up your motion design skills without breaking the bank. Dash Bashers, take notice. There's only a little bit of time left to submit your reel to the Dash Bash Demo Duel. For the uninitiated, the Dash Bash Devil Duel, say that 5 times fast, is a bracketed competition where 16 demo reels face off against each other until one emerges as a champion. What's really cool is that at Dash Bash, happening June 12th through the 13th, the live audience will vote to determine which reels advance through the rounds, leading to a final showdown to crown the winner. The deadline to submit is April 25th, so if you want to participate, you kind of need to get on it. We're going to put links in the description for both the Dash Bash tickets and the Demo Duel submission info. Now on to our student of the week, Robert Pregart-Poor from Sydney, who delivered probably one of my personal favorite final projects for Cinema 4D Basecamp. It features colorful materials, well-crafted stylized 3D models, and purposeful camera moves, including one really nice match cut that transitions seamlessly between scenes. And if you check out Robert's website, it's pretty clear he's already an awesome designer. And what's impressive is seeing how quickly he translated those design skills to 3D just by taking a course. And it's a perfect example of how existing 2D design expertise can transfer over to the world of 3D with the right guidance. So congrats, Robert, on completing such an impressive final project. We can't wait to see where your 3D journey takes you next. And if you want to learn more about Cinema 4D Basecamp and how you can add 3D to your own tool belt, head on over to our website, links in the description. All right, so I've mentioned a few AI stories already. Don't want to look at the comments section right now, but let's be real. A lot of the time, AI applications just aren't super practical for actual working artists. See? Leave a good comment. We don't want AI models just generating crappy 3D models from images. What we actually want AI to do is handle tedious tasks like UV unwrapping. Well, last week, Howard Pinsky at Adobe gave us a little bit of a sneak peek at how text-based AI agents might be utilized in creative apps like Photoshop and actually help handle those types of tedious tasks. So what he showed was being able to create contextual actions like sky replacement by simply typing in instructions into an input box. And his colleague Mike Chambers demonstrated how you could use Claude to talk directly to Photoshop and have it do things like rename and organize layers automatically. Now that's pretty cool. Imagine just telling Photoshop, make the logo bigger, and it does just that. GG, art directors. No, I'm just kidding. We probably still need them around. But I would be interested to hear, though, what tedious task would you like AI to handle for you? For me, it's definitely the UV unwrapping and weight painting. Those two things suck. Let me know what parts of your workflow you wish you could have AI streamline for you. Let me know in the comments below what those things are. And finally, the Collision Awards just released their animation and motion trend report, surveying people from all levels of the industry to get a temperature check on what the heck's going on here. Well, most respondents were from animation and design studios with some interesting insights. About 74% reported experiencing the same or higher demand for animation and design work than last year, and 73% are using AI, with 57 of those using it specifically for creative concepting. They're also seeing an increased demand for platform-specific animations for places like TikTok and Instagram Reels. Now, one particularly interesting stat for me was that almost half of the respondents use 4 or more creative tools regularly, with 21% using 8 or more. Now, this is kind of wild and very different from when I first entered the industry. I won't say what year, but I just used Cinema 4D and After Effects and I thought it was fine. But it seems like the days of just getting by with a couple of apps kind of long gone, especially as AI tools kind of enter the mix too. So much to keep up with. But you can download the full report from the Collision Awards website. Link for that's in the description. And that's a wrap for this week's Motion Mondays. I'm gonna go off to sing some karaoke because AI can never replace you actually embarrassing yourself in public. And be sure to head on over to our website to learn more about our new, more flexible all-access platform where you can take any course you want, whenever you want, at your own pace. You want to speed run through a course whenever you have downtime, or jump in and out of multiple courses to just learn a specific skill? All Access makes this possible. Links to everything we discussed are in the description. So have a great Monday, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. I'm just going to leave it to AI.